Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where we're going to be checking out a band for the very first time called SECONDWALL, all one word, with a song called Film. Now, I'm taking my headphones out because you know how this works if you've been here before since we restarted the channel, basically. If you want to see the reaction, you have to click the little link in the description below and it'll open a separate player and you see it there. Sorry, it's just the way we have to do it now. So I'm about to give you the review. If you haven't seen the reaction already, or you haven't heard the song, then go check it out now and pause this. And if we're all good, here comes the review. Are you ready? Have you seen it? Alright, here's the review. So, SECONDWALL with the song Film. This is not what I expected. Not that I really knew what to expect in the beginning anyway. But this certainly had like in some ways a very unique feel for a band-driven song. It sounded almost more like what you'd expect from a solo singer a lot of the time, because it had that sort of J-poppy vibe of the almost like a theme tune for a drama. It may well be, so many songs are. It's in Japan, so many bands get their big single by doing a theme tune for a drama, but it could well be that because it's got that big string arrangement, everything. It sounded like really well, it's called Film. It sounded like something that was written for film, or for, I still think more for TV, but calling it TV probably wouldn't have been the best name and probably wouldn't have matched the lyrics. I don't know. So anyway, this was this was really interesting on that element because it had that big sort of orchestral feel to it. Now, as I say, looking at the band from how they were presented in the video, they appeared to be a standard rock band. Didn't see anyone playing keyboard, didn't see anyone doing the strings, which is a bit of a shame because it does mean that those elements that added so much to this song are probably just studio added, which is, like I say, a shame. I want to hear more of this band, definitely. I do want to follow them more after hearing this. So I'm wondering what it will sound like hearing them without these elements added in future songs, or maybe they just like to add studio elements to a lot of their songs, or maybe how they sound live. You know, so many questions. But with this one, if we just look at it as what it was, there are so many qualities that we need to talk about. First of all, like I say, let's take the string arrangement. It kind of, it was one of those songs where the guitar and everything was very much in the bottom underneath it all as just sort of like the growling, energetic, underlying bed of the sound. You know, it wasn't really up front where you could hear it. It was more just sort of driving things along. The strings were very much playing in the central region where your ears were more drawn to. So you were more following the melody of the strings and the vocals. So the band as a general, I hate to say it, but the four other people in the band didn't really do anything particular that stood out. They sounded more like they were just sort of anchoring everything down. And I mean that with obviously the greatest possible respect. Another reason why I want to hear them in more songs, where maybe we can hear more of what the rest of the band are doing. If we're looking at this in the light that I think it probably more can be looked at, which is almost like a solo singer to a studio heavy track, then I think, you know, her performance was absolutely amazing. And not to say the other guys weren't doing amazing jobs, just couldn't really identify what they were doing as standing out hugely. Her job was just brilliant. I mean, she added like a fantastic range of vocal ability. She went from sort of very quiet to very, very powerful. She had the little falsetto bits in there where she was trying to really sort of push and express high notes. The quieter bits were sung with a fantastic passion. That really, really worked. The production was brilliant as well because it did occasionally give us flashes of what some of the other instrumentalists can do. There was like nice little breaks. There was one bit right before the first chorus where there was a break where just for like a couple of beats, it went away and a little bit of acoustic guitar kind of came in. I think it was an acoustic guitar if I remember correctly. Just sort of came in and picked a few notes. And it were these nice little flourishes that give you the feeling, okay, this is a band who got some musical talent that maybe is being sort of put to easier use in this song than otherwise it might be. So there were nice little production elements as well, which kept the song sounding fresh. It didn't just sort of bundle along. It had little bits where, like I say, certain elements of the music were moved more to the front, certain things were moved more backwards. It was a song that was both in one level almost like the archetype sort of Japanese theme tune for a drama. And yet in other levels, it had beautiful detail. It had a great chorus. I think it was maybe not super catchy, but certainly quite catchy chorus that can get stuck in your head and conveys a huge amount of emotion, I think. And it really felt like there was, like I say, detail put into like each little bit, you know, making sure that there were certain notes of the song were accented, like I say, with like little bits where the strings came in and out, the guitar was maybe moved forwards or back. So yeah, it sounded to me like I say, a really, really good example of how to do a drama theme tune. And that always sounds like a sort of, you know, damning with faint praise. But in fact, I mean that in a very positive way. I really did enjoy this. I thought it was really enjoyable. I thought it was, you know, absolutely chocker with class, had loads of class to it. I am just kind of thinking it makes me interested to hear more of them, and it makes me interested to hear what comes next when maybe they do a song that doesn't have so many added elements, doesn't have the added strings, doesn't have added things like that. What happens when the band we're hearing more of just the band as the members who appear to be playing, you know, it seems to be a guitar band. Now, you guys know I'll be the first person to say that I'm happy for any guitar band that adds other sounds. But considering we've started in this place, I want to see the contrast. I want to see what they do when they are just being the guitar band that they appear to be. So there's my opinions on that one. Like I said, I really liked it. I thought it was a really well-written song that does, yes, admittedly step on some tropes that I'm sure we've heard a million times before, but does it with a lot of quality and just leaves me with a lot of questions to be answered as well about wanting to hear more of what this band is. Anyway, so as I say, whether you like this or not, whether you know it or not, get in the comments and give me your thoughts. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys think about this one. It was a really interesting change of tone. Thank you so much for the recommendation as well. Remember that if you want to get even more into the discussion, there's links in the description below to our Discord and our Reddit, which are fantastic places to get involved in discussion with all of the people. We've got so many people on this following this channel from so many different tastes of music, as well as my Facebook, my Twitter, that's all down there, and the Patreon. Big thank you to our Patreon supporters. Like I say, you really do keep the channel alive. So anyway, for now, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. And until I see you soon, for now, ciao, ciao.